creating me in their image, a completely out-of-touch little nerdling with her nose in a book and no ability to make small talk whatsoever. I will give you an example of how my family was just not like other families. We grew up singing from 2 songbooks, one of which you've heard of, a Sesame Street songbook full of cute little Muppets. It's adorable, it's normal. The other songbook was called Too Many Songs by Tom Lehrer. For those of you who don't know who Tom Lehrer is, he's a mathematician who writes deeply disturbing songs. What this meant was that when my family would gather around the piano on a warm summer night to enjoy music together, my 6-year-old self was lustily belting out hits about grisly murders, the horrors of pollution, and academic plagiarism. There is more than one song about grisly murder that I know by heart from each city. So we weren't like other kids. And there were really 2 ways that growing up in my family kind of affected the track of my life. First of all, it made it kind of interesting falling in love. Shocking, I know. And then it also really affected the way I found my career. Let's start with love. I was really sheltered. I was not allowed to go on dates. I was supposed to be at home studying trigonometry, or Latin, or trigonometry in Latin. And so I didn't get out much. And I didn't understand a lot of the concepts that seemed to come so naturally to other kids. Mysterious ideas like football, or social skills, or why nobody wanted to hear me talk about Star Trek for an hour. I did dream, though, about being a normal kid, about maybe falling in love with someone at school, getting to go to the prom, maybe even getting to dance with them. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom and the room itself is floating in the air and you're suddenly confronted by His Highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid you'll hear the way your heart is beating and you know you mustn't make the first advance. Oh, you are seriously thinking of retreating. Seem to hear Him asking you to dance. He's tall and straight as a lance, and his hair is dark and wavy. His eyes can melt you with a glance. Oh, he can turn a girl to gravy. A lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince could ever be. The stars in the hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet a prince,
You meet
your charming prince, as charming as a prince could ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he is whispering,
darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep closest I ever got to prom was watching it on TV on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Do they all have that much blood? So, but I finally did move out here and go to college, and I had a few dates, and some of them were not disasters. And I started to really wonder, what is love? Like, it wasn't in any of the textbooks. How would I know if I fell in love? How would I know who was the one? I remember the first time I grappled with this question. I've been dating the same guy for almost a year, and he was smart and cute and funny and a wonderful singer. And we loved watching old sci-fi movies together. Anybody here watch MST3K? Right? We loved getting nerdy together. So, and I thought, is this it? Is this love? Is this the one? But something wasn't quite right. He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock while you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Why not stay and be caught? You think, well, it's a thought. What would be his response? But then what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? But then what if you are what a prince would envision? Although how do you know who you are till you know what you want, which you don't, so then which do you pick? Where you're safe out of sight of yourself, but where everything's wrong, or where everything's right and you know that you'll never be long. But whichever you pick, do it quick, cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting and all once you're there, though it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. Oh, there's a lot that's at stake, but you've stalled long enough, cause you're still standing stuck in the stuff on the steps. Better run along home and avoid the collision. Even though they don't care, you'll be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry up your shoes, then from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave him a clue. For example, a shoe, and then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with a shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew, on the steps of the palace. So I handed that boyfriend a shoe, and 5 minutes later we were broken up. Who knew? And I still didn't know what love was. My next serious boyfriend was somebody that I met while I was studying abroad, because my life is a sitcom. And he was 20 years older than me. I was 19, so my protective parents were not real thrilled about this. I remember telling them about him for the first time at the end of a really long transatlantic phone call. Oh, hey, Mom, Dad, it's been great talking to you. Ooh, look at the time. By the way, Jean-Francois was 38. Bye! Anybody here remember star 69? Where you could dial star 69 on your phone and call back the last person who called you, even if they didn't want you to know the number. Yeah, that payphone rang about 3 seconds later. Hi, Mom. I didn't know you were so technologically savvy. Tell you more about him? Oh, swell. Oh, God, oh, well, oh, older man. So outdated, I've got the hots for someone not so recently created. I've tried to fight it, but I'm losing it instead. He could be 50 and I cannot get him out of my bed. Head! Oh, older man, cal admission. I think it's time for me to stop and do some quick addition. In 7 years from now, give or take a week, he'll reach 90 just in time to watch my sexual peak. All my friends will wince and smile when I introduce him. Most of them are thinking, how cliche. The rest of them are busy making plans to seduce him. And Hey, Liebchen, how's about a roll on the couch, you kinky Fräulein? Oh, so bizarre. Say, dumpling, why not forget that old grouch? You need this daddy like I need this cigar. Woo! Mom, sometimes these things work out. Look at Charlie Chaplin. Look at Michael Douglas. Look at Captain Kangaroo. Oh, don't tell Dad I said that. Oh, older man. It's so nutty, or maybe it's just nature's way of making me feel slutty. I just want to jump his bones. Is that such a crime? Love can conquer mountains. Can it travel through time? I would put my arms around him, except what happens then? When, oh my God, Mom, you're still on the phone. I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? Jean-Francois was pretty great in a lot of ways. One of the best things about him was that he made me laugh. And so I actually made a mental note about that. Future life partner should be funny. But Jean-Francois, he was not the one. And at this point, I actually took a step back. And I started to think. Because if you remember, I'd been pretty sheltered. And there were things I needed to try. And questions I needed to ask. Because maybe the problem with the guys I was dating wasn't the guys I was dating. Maybe it was something a little more basic. What happened last night? Are you really here? Joan, 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 Joan. Hi, Joan! Don't wake up, Joan! Shh. Oh my God, last night. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, last night. I got so excited, I was too enthusiastic. Thank you for not laughing. Well, you laughed a little bit. At one point when I was touching you and said I might lose consciousness, which you said was adorable, and I just have to trust that you don't think I'm an idiot or some kind of an animal. I never lost control due to overwhelming lust. But I must say that I'm changing my major to Joan. I'm changing my major to sex with Joan. I'm changing my major to sex with Joan, with a minor in kissing Joan. Foreign study to Joan's inner thighs, a seminar on Joan's ass in her Levi's, and Joan's crazy brown eyes. Joan, I feel like Hercules. Oh God, that sounds ridiculous. Just keep on sleeping through this and I'll work on calming down. So by the time you've woken up, I'll be cool, I'll be collected, and I'll have found some dignity. But who needs dignity? Because this is so much better. I'm radiating happiness. Won't you stay here with me for the rest of the semester? We won't need any food. We'll live on sex alone. Sex with Joan. I'm writing